Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Caitlin Clark, not just changing women's basketball. She is back to changing golf as well. Once again, out here at the Annika Sorenstam Pro-Am with teammates Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull reuniting. They're her caddies. I'm sure they'll do a very professional job, and they know exactly what club to use in every situation.
Oh, yes. Dude, you could put snacks in. Yeah. Maybe a beer. Yes, exactly. I need to go get my... There you go.
What do you need?
Oh, my phone's over there. And lip gloss.
The essentials.
You guys want to get out here? Hit it hard. Hit it hard, straight and long. You guys look like you're literally about to play basketball. Little left. I know.
And I speak for a lot of us, right? That WNBA may be in its off season, but Caitlin's highlight reel never sleeps.
So I'm wearing clothes and I got these nice golf pants. I like them because they're kind of joggerish. I got these East Side golf shoes, the blues on the bottom. My newest golf PEs are a work in progress. I need them to be perfect, so that's why I'm not wearing them right now. And then I have this beautiful baby blue little cropped sweater thing. And sorry, nothing there. On this side we have the CC logo, so that's pretty cool. And then the white polo underneath, and it has a CC logo on the side too. And a hat, of course.
Right, we've got golf pros analyzing and breaking down Caitlin Clark's drive, not her crossover, not her step back, her drive. And I don't mean her drive to the basket, but her golf drive down the fairway. Yes, everyone has really said, who needs Augusta? We've got Iowa energy with Caitlin Clark. And this is where Caitlin Clark is different, folks. She is not just a star. Caitlin Clark is a cultural event. You could put her in a golf tournament, you could put her in a cooking show, you could put her in a NASA launch. People will tune in, and that is not a knock on other players in the WNBA. It's just a reality because the truth is that is just incredibly rare, even in the major successful sports, the top sports, the NBA, the NFL. They also have very few people like that. Okay, I mean it's like if her new best bud Taylor Swift shows up at a bowling alley where there's a bunch of 12 and 13-year-old girls. Suddenly everyone's talking about strikes and spares like it's the frickin' Super Bowl. We know through all the brand deals, we know through all the cards that have gotten sold out, auctioned off at ridiculous prices. As I say, the Wilson basketballs sold out in seconds and minutes, and all of these other things. We know about the merch sales, like her Fever jerseys and so forth, and we know that when Caitlin plays, arenas sell out. When Caitlin doesn't play, they echo, 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 echo. But here's the absolute wild part. For all that star power, we might not see Caitlin Clark play basketball again for a long time. It already feels like it's been a long time. We already know the WNBA season is short compared to other seasons. We know Clark only missed most of it, 13 games out of 44, and then missed the playoffs as well. WNBA not returning until April if they negotiate the CBA, and that's really just for the draft. And maybe players start moseying on back in, and they're practicing together in the off season. But I don't think it officially starts until May. But we got to get through all the CBA negotiations. They've extended that to November 30th, but I haven't heard anything new in terms of any progress, which means there is possibility of a 2026 lockout. Caitlin really hasn't played since 2024. She's not an unrivaled as of now, and I don't think she has any intent of being in the Saudi-backed Project B League that starts in November of 2026. That is a problem. It is possible we don't see Caitlin Clark play organized professional basketball until 2027, but despite the aura that she has, despite the pull, despite the cultural icon she's become, her fame was built on basketball, right? She didn't become a superstar because of her short game. If she's off the court for that long, that spotlight for anybody, I don't care how bright it is right now, it's going to begin to fade. It's going to begin to dim. And that means so does the WNBA's best marketing tool, which they don't seem to understand. I mean, think about this for the WNBA. They don't get that CBA done. Imagine if the only place fans could see Caitlin Clark play in 2026 was, again, a celebrity golf tournament. Or maybe this time she teams up with Charles Barkley. I mean, who wants, well, okay, that I might actually watch if they're going to be mic'd up. But anyway, I'm just saying. And then we've got the league's leadership, and the players' union politics, which are creating a very dangerous situation where they've made it very perfect, personal with the Nafisa Collier stuff with Kathy Engelbert because Nafisa got hurt and on and on. But it's also complicated because, as we found out, the players' union leaders, NECA, Nafisa Collier, Brianna Stewart, they all own stakes in Unrivaled because NECA is getting an ownership stake equity in Project B that she's going to be playing. These are the people negotiating a new CBA for the WNBA players, owners of rival leagues. That is not a recipe for success. I don't understand how this is being allowed. Players, you need to wake up. They should not be negotiating for you. Because when the league sits down to negotiate that new CBA, it's not just players versus owners anymore. It's players who are owners of a competing league negotiating for other players when it really doesn't matter as much to them, especially when you have older players like Brianna and Nneka. I mean, it's kind of like LeBron if he was like big owner in Big Three, and then he walks into the NBA negotiations and he's in charge of that. I mean, it's a massive, massive conflict of interest, and it's going to be the fans, which means the new fans, because they're the only fans, who are going to be paying the price. WNBA, man, generational star, who not just she doesn't just move the needle, she is the needle, not just for women's sports, really, but for all sports. That's how big that she is right now. And yet, through all, we've got all these injuries. Now we've got the labor battles. We've got these rival leagues. We are staring at a future where Caitlin Clark might vanish from the court right when the world's paying the most attention, right when the world's paying more attention than it ever has to women's sports because of Caitlin Clark. And look, hey, Caitlin Clark's going to be fine if she's been smart, and my guess is that she has been with her money. I mean, she's not going to be living in mansions, but she already doesn't need to work again, even if those endorsements would dry up because the basketball isn't there, right? Worst case, I'm just saying. My point being, she doesn't need saving. The WNBA, however, they might need saving. I don't know that it bodes well for the WNBA without a 2026 season. They need to save themselves from missing this is the moment. People can only watch so many golf swing breakdowns before they start begging for a step back three. Oh man, absolutely wild. So anyway, maybe you get a chance to check out the golf. Here are some clips for you. If you haven't, we're going to start calling this the Caitlin Clark Extended Universe, the CCEU. You hear what I'm saying? The CCEU. We already know she can throw a football as well. We get that in there. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you expect 2026 to start on time for the WNBA and Caitlin to play? If not, do you expect to see her in another league? Let me know in the comments below. As always, really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Should I say go have some people get upset when I say go have the day you deserve. So I don't know if I should put that out there, but anyway, let's hope that the WNBA takes a step back, figures this out. I hope the players open their eyes and say, hey, you know what? This might not be the best thing for us. Now, I got to say, before I close, I meant to close, but this just popped into my head. Maybe some of you might know because it just hit me. I haven't really looked into with a process to remove union leadership. Can the players, if there are enough of them to do so, can they call say a vote to change leadership at any time, or are the leaders up until the next election to elect new union leadership? Because if they can, right, like if with enough of them, if they can make a change now, emergency change in leadership, whatever it might be. I think hopefully they wake up. That might be something that they want to do that might be very, very good for them in order to get all this taken care of. But once again, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I will talk to you later.